Come by, Wes.
Hey Nick, how's it going?
Pretty good. Good to see you.
You too. So the strawberries were delicious. My wife,
Thank you.
my wife was just, we were both blown away. You know,
Yeah.
and what else? She made a phenomenal broccoli salad with your broccoli, which was just delicious with pecans.
Right.
And a whole bunch of other stuff. It was yummy.
That's great.
Yeah. So what's up this week?
Well, it's the end of June, and we're heading into the heart of summer now, even though it's a little cooler now. So what we're doing on the farm, the emphasis changes a little bit. Up till now, it's been plant, in addition to weed, and get the plants in where the weeds aren't. But now we've got much of our fields are filled. You know, over 90, probably 90% at least capacity, almost everything's filled up. There'll be some replanting. When things come out quickly, we can replant. And something we'll all be trying to find more places to squeeze more things in. But we're pretty much, the planting phase is done. So now it goes into crop maintenance. That involves a lot more weeding and pest control. Scouting, looking for pests, hand pest removal of eggs if we see them. We'll do lots of that in the field. I'll show you as we go on, as we will introduce pests, we'll find them, and I'll talk about how we control them and ways that people could try in their own home gardens also to control the pests.
Nice.
So that's where we're at now, and then of course harvesting. The harvests just get bigger each week. You know, it starts rather slowly early on, with only things that were cold tolerant, but now a lot of things are on the verge of coming in. So the amount of items that you'll be getting is more and more each week, pretty much right through the rest of the season. The number just increases the whole way each week.
Great.
So that's where we're at now. It's a new emphasis. We're all tired. You know, my back is killing me, but this is where you get your second wind now. The crops are coming in. We're into the next phase on the farm, so we're excited to keep the crops coming.
Great. Let's go have a look.
Let's do that.
Okay. All right, let's take a quick look at the update with the lettuce. We've harvested off this bed 3 weeks now. So we've got 3 lettuce harvests out of here. We've got 4 varieties. This cover has stayed on them since before the heat wave. So here they are, and they look great. You start picking, come again, we pick the outside leaves, and then the plant grows back again. They look great. The dark purple one, there's that mixed, and the other ones are the green ones further down, the crinkly cuts. But they look great, and they're in great condition still, and it's still nice and soft, and there's a lot more to go. And there's no signs that it wants to bolt or anything, so the plants are still in a good condition. That's mainly due to this cover, which has blocked the light, bounces the radiation back off of the plants, so the plants don't heat up. We can see that the carrots are making great progress too. You can see those are beets. We've been looking at those all along. They look a lot better now. They're bigger. There's very little insect chew, and the weeding is, again, perfect weeding. And the next row over are the beans, the green beans, and they're getting big. They look good too. They're flowering, which means they're on the verge of giving us some fruit, the beans. And there's 2 different varieties. We can see how these plants are taller. We go down, these plants are a little shorter. Those are a yellow bean down there, a yellow string bean. These are the green beans. The plants were a little more bigger on this one. That yellow bean, though, is really something special. You're going to love that. It's really very thin, a very, very thin bean. And you can eat them raw, those yellow beans. They're so soft. So everything's looking really good in here. We've got the mulch down between the rows. And to go beyond here, we can see the kale.
This is the kale here.
That's the kale. This is so soft. This is really beautiful. This kale's in great shape. We'll get a lot of harvest off of this. We just keep taking the outside leaves. Then I will come in and actually give them a side dressing of fertilizer after about a month. Down in between, a very gentle fertilization between the rows with a soft fertilizer, and it gives them enough nitrogen to keep doing their thing and just keep leaf factory they become. The celery is really improving nicely. We'll probably do the same thing, just instead of harvesting the whole thing, maybe I'll just harvest the outside, see if we can get it grow back, and then do another harvest of it to get more celery off the plants. And just to show you, like I said, we always planting, we're trying to fill up every spot. We're expanding this field over. We got another row of broccoli in, so we can have a long season of broccoli. We started harvesting broccoli, as you know, last week. This will give us broccoli later on in the season as well.
It's not too hot for broccoli now?
Notice they're on that white plastic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Good observation. It is hot for them. But I find that on this white plastic, you can grow them right through the summer. So we'll do that. And the next row over there is our that just got put in. That's our basil bed. So this year we have 3 different varieties of basil. We got the sweet basil. We've got the Thai basil, which has like a licorice flavor, and we have the mammoth basil for all your pesto purposes. You've got your covered. You got every base covered with 3 different types there. We'll get a lot out of that bed. They're little babies. They're gonna get big. Right here in this beautiful herb garden that you see at our entrance each week when you come in, we had a visitor, and it was a deer that had came in and hopped the fence and took the top off of this plant right here, took the whole leaves, cut the leaf right down through the petiole. This is Swiss chard. So we looked at the chew pattern. It was not nibbled like it was a rodent. It was like snipped off like a scissors. So it looks like it was a deer. It was a bit off. So I'm asked frequently, what do you do about deer? I have had some success, I believe, at hindering deer. I've seen the deer attacks diminish when I've used these. This unit right here, okay? This is called, what do they call this? I got it at Wireless Deer Fence. It's a wireless deer fence. And this has batteries in it. It has these leads at the top. It has a scented lure that smells like apple. It's very, very attractive to deer. So at the first sign of some chew on your property, she successfully fed here last night. That means she's going to come back and look for another meal, and she's going to get a zap. There's just 2 AA batteries in it. It's not going to kill her, but she's going to get a zap, and it's going to scare the crap out of her, and she is going to not come back. Okay, here we are back in field 2. There's an update here at the end of June. And this late onion bed is filled in nicely. We just keep replanting into the holes, try to keep every hole filled. We're catching up with that. The older onions look good. We can see the intercropping we did here. It looks very successful. We just ran out of a radish bed, but this radish bed is ready to jump in place. It's a different radish. Then we've got the mustard greens that are starting to pop up, as well as the arugula. And here's Kira's doing her inspection. She goes through and inspects for rodents. She'll sometimes, if there's a rodent in one of these beds, she'll find it and she'll pull it out. So, in the very back there, maybe you can see that the peas have made it to the top of the trellis, so it won't be long till we get in our snow peas also. So everything looks really nice in this field. Okay, these are snow peas, and they've made it to the top of the trellis, and they've been flowering, and I just came out here to look at them, and I saw this nice big fruit right here. So this is pretty. This pea, this is ready to go. So I see that. I know there's a lot more. So we'll probably get a harvest off these this week for week 4. And then several weeks after that, these are productive. Once you get these off, they'll make more flowers too. The plant is encouraged to make more flowers if you remove the fruit. So we'll come through, get all the fruit off, maybe even tomorrow, since I saw this, and then come to get the rest of them on Thursday for the pickup on Friday. Yeah, they look good. Okay, here's where I harvested broccoli for you last week, and this bed will produce a lot more broccoli. Once you take the head off, the plant will increase in size and it'll start to make side shoots. Broccoli is a plant that when it's time to take the head off, you got to take it off. There's no such thing as, well, you pick up as on Friday, so I should wait till Thursday to take the head. No, it's not always the best to pick the day before. This head is fully grown in that I'm seeing that the florets are starting to separate. When the head is no longer tight, it starts to separate. That head has gotten as big as it can get, and now it'll start to decrease in quality. So it has to be taken off now on Tuesday, not wait till Thursday so that I can say, oh, we just picked yesterday. You take the plant, you take the crop when the crop wants to be harvested, regardless of when it is during the week, and then properly care for it till the pickup. But you got to take the plant when it wants to be taken, the plant part. And we did that down on this row, and we'll continue harvesting these. But wait, there's more. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That's 4 weeks, so that's a month of berries. All right.
Very good. And oh my goodness, this is the prize of the week. Whoop. Oh my goodness, they're so good. Let's just have a look here.